Yes, the ultimate test for human endurance is running a marathon. Marathon is testimony to the fact that the human body can be stretched to such limits that you can break all known barriers and misconceptions. Marathon gives you the courage to say that I can do it, to break all known barriers. A simple act of completing a marathon gives you more satisfaction and happiness than winning in any other sport. Marathon is a long-distance running race with an official distance of 42.195 kilometers. The name marathon comes from the legend of Philippides, a Greek messenger. In August of 490 BC, the Greek soldiers defeated the Persians for the first time. In order to commemorate this victory, Philippides ran a distance of about 40 kilometers from the battlefield all the way to Athens to announce the victory of Greece. In 1896, when the first modern Olympics started, Mr. Pierre de Coubertin, who is considered as the father of modern Olympics, created marathon as an event in Olympics to commemorate this victory of Greece over Persia. Marathon has become an integral part of Olympics ever since. It has become a tradition that the men's marathon always is at the end of the athletics calendar, and it ends inside the Olympic stadium just a few hours before the closing ceremony. The winner of the first marathon in 1896 was a person by name Spiros Lewis. He was a water carrier in Greece. He ran the marathon distance in about 2 hours and 58 minutes. The women's marathon was introduced only in 1984 Los Angeles, where a person by name Joan Benoit from the United States took it out. Running a marathon feels like conquering a beast. You go through a series of emotions and experiences as you run a marathon. It starts off with the fun of jogging, to the extent wherein you're stretching your body limits, and then you're constantly overcoming thoughts of giving up, and ultimately a sense of glory at the finish line. It is a character building experience which gives you a lot of learning about yourself. You are a changed person at the end of the race. You start off by running with your mind, and when your mind gets exhausted, you start running with your body, and when your body gets exhausted, you start running with your heart till the end of the race. Marathons have become very popular all around the globe. There are many unusual marathons as well. In Norway, they have this Midnight Sun Marathon, wherein, as you guess, the marathon happens in the middle of the night when the sun is still up in the sky. Then you have the Grand Tibetan Marathon, which happens at an altitude of 11,500 feet. At that altitude, seriously, it is difficult even for normal breathing because of the amount of oxygen that is there in the atmosphere. Races of marathon distance are conducted in North Pole as well as in the South Pole. You'd be surprised to know that the oldest person to complete a marathon is one Mr. Fauja Singh. He was 100 years when he completed the Toronto Marathon, and he took about 10 hours to complete the race. The oldest woman is one Gladys Burrell. She was 92 years when she completed the Hawaiian Marathon in about 9 hours. The youngest person to complete a marathon, as you all know, is our own Budhia Singh. He was less than 5 years when he completed a marathon race. Have you all wondered why it's only the Africans who get the long distance running races? Research has shown that people in African countries run from their childhood. Running is a way of life for them. They run 6 to 7 kilometers to their schools. The altitude at which they do the training and the genetic makeup allows them to run long distances without experiencing as much fatigue as other people. So can a normal man run a marathon? Why not? Marathon is just any other sport. You start slow, you train, you get the help of coaches, you work very hard, and very soon you will be a marathon. If a distance of 42 kilometers intimidates you, you could always try something small like a 5-kilometer marathon or a 10-kilometer marathon. 10-kilometer marathons are becoming very popular in India and in fact all around the globe as well. Why don't you run a 10-kilometer marathon? It's only a myth if you feel that you cannot run a 10-kilometer marathon. Always remember, there is a difference between what you do and what you can do. In any 10K marathon event, at every 2 kilometers, you have food stations and water stations. You could always do a combination of running and walking. In the worst case, you can walk the entire 10-kilometer marathon as well. That is about as much flexibility as you can get. So how do I start running marathons? Please register yourself in this website called Runners for Life, which lists all the marathons that happen in India. I myself have run the Kaveri Trail Marathon amidst the lush green paddy fields of Mysore. I have also run the TCS 10K Marathon in the streets of Banjara. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. The thirst that you feel in your throat at the end of the marathon race will go away in a few minutes. The pain that you feel in your legs will go away within a few days after the race. But the sense of satisfaction, pride and glory that you feel at the end of a marathon race will remain etched in your memory forever. So please go buy some running shoes and start running.